I'm Inge Bongers. I'm an endowed professor at Tilburg University. An endowed professor means that you also work with practice organizations. For me, that's the Mental Health Care Institute in Eindhoven, where I also work as a research program leader. And my expertise is on the combination of technological and social innovation for mental health. Mm-hmm. And the idea behind this is how can we achieve sustainable innovation in this sector for this purpose. And therefore we need a lot of different stakeholders, shareholders. We are working with a lot of stakeholders actually. We like to call them shareholders instead of stakeholders because we all need them and they need us and each other, we think, to innovate. And you can think of governmental agencies from the municipalities, also the provinces, more the NGOs, of course also private business companies, insurance companies, health insurance companies, and of course also other, you could say organization in the social domain, housing companies, youth care, education, primary schools, for example. So literally a lot of stakeholders are involved indeed. An example then is a very large research program. It's called eHealth Junior, and within that program we work together with various parties, ranging from governmental parties to business partners, mental health care organizations, academic hospitals, general practitioners, business partners like Philips, IVDO, of course also academic partners, applied universities, and of course also people for whom we do it. Because this eHealth Junior project is developing, testing, evaluating, and also implementing apps to help chronically ill people, chronically ill children, and we already have 1 million of them here, only in the Netherlands already. And these apps are meant to support chronically ill people in coping with their illness. And what we see when we do that together with the youngsters, we let them participate in developing those apps. We ask them what they need in their lives, and not only them but also their parents and their professional caregivers around them. And if we develop our idea and our belief, you could say, is if we develop, test and implement these apps, taking all of those perspectives into perspective from the start on, you could say, then the chance of truly implementing it in daily life becomes much greater. One of the major points is involving those for who we innovate. In the example I gave, are the youngsters with a chronic illness. And those surrounding them, but also the other shareholders who are in the process of sustainable innovating, so sustainable embedding in this perspective the apps in daily life. But the main thing is indeed that there is a problem at stake which is substantial. In this case, there are 1 million chronically ill children, and the chance that they develop mental problems is much higher than for in the normal public or in the general public of children. And if you calculate the the costs, but also the burden of those children when they grow older, for themselves, for society, for healthcare. That's huge. We have calculated, I don't know that by heart now, but we get a subsidy of almost 5 million. That's quite a lot, but we save more than 80 million at the end if those apps are fully embedded, and the youngsters have access to it. It's advised by professionals and that sort of things. Yeah. To work together with all those parties, you need a common goal, and that all interests are in one way or another be met, because all parties are also in there because it means something to them, and what brings it for me. So that kind of idea, and that you that it's okay that every party has his own interests, that you have respect for the other's interests, and willing to look together what are the interests of all parties, and to on one way or another meet them, and also know that if the costs lie somewhere else where the benefits are, actually, that you find a way to conquer that you can say imbalance, actually, and it helps then to make impact pathways, to start from what you do, which is in a way quite little, a few apps, you could say, and if they are implemented, how it will grow, actually, and what will be the direct and indirect effects and the impacts eventually. And if you see that and you keep that in mind, it helps, together with keeping in mind all the various interests and stakes and values of the various parties, actually. Innovations take a long time, and there are barriers, there are mistakes, failures, that all comes along with the process, actually. And then it's fun, actually.